Hi everyone! Welcome to iLearn Tutorials. For today's video, we're going to have three topics. The first one is ratio using either the colon or fraction. Ratio deals with the comparison of two items. Na-explain ko na naman before kung ano yung ratio dun sa aking previous video. Now, after going through this lesson, you are expected to express ratio using either the colon or fraction form, and to simplify ratios as well. Okay, so to start, look at the illustrations below. Now, so yung given natin dito ay image or picture ng books and ng pupils. So what can you say about the number of books and the number of pupils? Okay, very good. So in this case, we can say that there are 4 books for every 8 pupils. We can also express this sentence using colon. We can write this as 4 to 8 or 1 to 2. So, paano kaya siya naging 1 to 2? Okay. It can also be expressed in fraction as 4 to 8 or simply 1 to 2. So, ganun din. Meron din siyang 1 to 2. So, paano kaya naging 1 to 2 yung 4 to 8? Okay, so 1 to 2 is the lowest term or simplified form of 4 to 8. But how are we going to do that? So we can use the greatest common factor or the GCF in simplifying the given ratios or fractions. So if you could still remember on how to simplify fractions, ganun din yung gagawin sa ratios. Of course, kailangan natin yung greatest common factor ng terms. Let's have this table para mas mabilis maintindihan kung paano ba mag-simplify ng isang given ratio. Suppose I have a ratio which is 3 to 6. The terms are 3 and 6. Now, the greatest common factor of 3 and 6 is, very good, it's 3. So, after identifying the greatest common factor, i-divide natin yung terms by that given GCF. So, we have 3 divided by the GCF, which is 3, and then 6 divided by the GCF as well, which is 3 again. So, after natin i-divide kung ano yung quotient, that is the lowest term or the simplified ratio. So, therefore, we have 3 divided by 3 equals 1, and then 6 divided by 3 equals 2. So, the simplified form of 3 to 6 is 1 to 2. So, ito na yung value niya after nating i-divide yung mga terms ng given or ng kanilang greatest common factor. So, that's how you simplify a given ratio. Ganun din kung paano mag-simplify ng fraction, di ba? Okay, so let's have another example. Suppose I have a ratio of 72 to 8. The terms are 72 and 8. And their GCF is 8. Now let's divide the terms by the GCF. So we have 72 divided by 8 and 8 divided by 8. Now the value or the values of the ratio in the lowest term is 9 to 1. Madali lang, di ba? Okay, so now let's have more examples. Express each ratio of the first quantity to the second quantity and reduce to its simplest form. Number 1, 2 teachers to 46 pupils. The ratio in column form is 2 to 46. Very good. Now, what do you think is the simplest form of 2 to 46? Okay, so we have 1 to 23. Very good. Kasi ang kanilang GCF ay 2. So, dinivide lang natin ang 2 and 46 by 2. So, that's why you have 1 to 23. Nice work. Next, number 2, 12 flowers to 4 vases. The ratio in column form is, yes, it's 12 to 4. Very good. So what do you think is the GCF of 12 and 4? Okay, so it's 4. That's why your simplest form will be 3 to 1. Very good. Last example, number 3, 4 books to 10 pupils. The ratio in column form is 4 to 10, and the GCF is 2. So therefore, your lowest term or simplest form will be 2 to 5. Now I guess everything is clear to you now. So this time it's your turn. Are you ready? Okay, good luck. Congratulations, kids! I know all of your answers are correct. Now, let's proceed to the second topic. It's all about equivalent ratios. When reducing a ratio to its lowest term, that will give you a pair of equivalent ratios. To have a clearer understanding, let's have some examples. Let's reduce a given ratio to its lowest term by dividing both of its terms by their GCFs. So for example, the given ratio is 8 to 10. So i-divide natin yan, yung 8 and 10 by their GCFs. So ano nga ba ang GCF ng 8 and 10? Okay, so ang GCF nila ay 2. So kaya i-divide natin sila pareho by 2. And the lowest term will be, yes, it's 4 to 5. Very good. So, it means 4 to 5 is equal or equivalent to 8 to 10. Or we can say that 4 to 5 and 8 to 10 are equivalent ratios. Inequality of ratios, A to B is equal to C to D. A and D are called extremes, while B and C are the means. So, isulat natin ang A to B equals C to D into column form para mas mabilis nating malaman kung nasaan ba ang extremes and means. So, we have, yan, naka-column form na siya. A to B is equal to C to D. So, ang A and D, which are both ends, they are called extremes, while yung B and C naman, which are nasa center or nasa middle, they're called the means. In equal ratios, the product of the means is equal to the product of the extremes. So for example, we have 8 to 10 equals 4 to 5. So let's multiply first the means. So we have 10 times 4, which is equal to, yes, it's 40. Very good. Now, let's multiply the extremes naman. So we have 8 and 5. So 8 times 5 equals, okay, very good, it's 40. So as you can see, equal yung kanilang product. So therefore, to be considered equal ratios or equivalent ratios, kailangan yung product ng means ay equal sa product ng extremes. Okay? Now, let's have more examples. 64 to 12 is equal to 80 to 15. So, i-check natin kung equivalent ratios ba sila. So, let's multiply the means first. We have 12 times 80 equals, okay, 960, correct. And then, let's multiply the extremes naman. So, we have 64 times 15, and it's equal to, yes, 960. So, dahil equal ang product ng means sa product ng extremes, therefore, the given ratios are equivalent or equal. Next, blank to 7 is equal to 24 to 56. So, dito, we need to find the missing term para makapagbigay tayo ng equivalent ratios. Okay, so paano natin gagawin yon? First one, let's multiply the means. So, we have 7 times 24, which is equal to 168. Okay, so next, hindi tayo makakapag-multiply ng extremes dahil yung isa sa missing term extremes. So, paano ang gagawin natin? So, we're going to divide the product of the means, which is 168, by one of the given extremes, which is 56. So, we have 168 divided by 56. And yung magiging answer dito, siya yung missing term. And that is 3. So, the missing extreme is 3. So, therefore, ang ating equivalent ratios ay 3 to 7 equals 24 to 56. Next is 12 to blank equals 15 to 5. So, the means, or actually, one of the missing term is a mean. So, ibig sabihin, hindi tayo pwedeng mag-multiply ng means. So, ngayon, ang uunahin natin na i-multiply ay ang extremes. So, we have 12 times 5 equals 60. So, sa means naman, hindi tayo makakapag-multiply kasi nga kulang ng isang term. So, ang gagawin natin, magdi-divide ulit tayo. So, kung ano yung product ng extremes, i-divide natin by the one of the means, which is kung ano yung given. Okay, so we have 60, which is yung product ng extremes, and then divided by 15, which is one of the means. And the answer is 4. So, therefore, the missing term, or the missing mean, is 4. So, 12 to 4 equals 15 to 5. Now, it's your turn. Very good, kids. Now, let's proceed to our last topic, which is definition and description of a proportion. The two ratios are proportional if the product of the extremes is equal to the product of the means. Thus, proportion means that two ratios are equal. Let's explore and discover the answers to the given problem. Cassandra uses 3 kilos of sampalok to make 24 dozens of sampalok candy. What is the ratio of the number of dozens of sampalok candy to the number of kilos of sampalok used? The ratio is 24 to 3. We can form another ratio from 24 to 3 by reducing to lowest term. So, let's reduce 24 to 3 by its lowest term. So we have 24 to 3 divided by the GCF, which is 3. So the lowest term is 8 to 1. Therefore, 24 to 3 is equal to 8 to 1. So they are equivalent ratios. So ang ating means dito ay 3 and 8. And then extremes naman ay 24 and 1. So, pag i-multiply natin, ang means, 3 times 8 is equal to 24. And then, ang extremes naman, rather, 24 times 1 is equal to 24. So, pareho or equal ang kanilang products. So, therefore, they are equivalent ratios. This means 24 to 3 is proportional to 8 to 1. So, if the given ratios are equivalent, they are also proportional. Okay, it's your turn. Good luck! What is your score? Congratulations! Thank you for watching this video. So if you like this, please click like, share, and subscribe. And please follow us on our Twitter, Instagram, and we also have our TikTok account. And please do like our page, that's I Learn Tutorials. Thank you so much!